Good evening and welcome back to Timberborn, here with our Iron Teeth and update 5 on hard mode, and a bad tide is coming. I seem to be getting a lot more bad tides than droughts, which however, it means we can test this. This is going to pour all water into here and see how it goes. So what I'm going to do is also I'm going to lower the work hours to 12 hours. So we said we're going to do that on the cycle. So people go, bump, the bad tide is going to come, and then tomorrow they're going to come in, they're going to do 12-hour work and then go home, hopefully to get our happiness up, to our well-being up. Broken teeth. Oh, do I have a broken teeth? Yes, I do. Our pumps are all full-ish. These ones are there, but every night they do go down a little bit anyway because of Beavers drinking, so that's the thing. So we're going to find out whether this works or not. So we can pay attention to how many days the actual bad tide is going to be, which would be a first for a long time for me. So let's speed up time. Let's see what happens. I should I'm going to cheat. I'm going to bring up cheat menu. I'm going to put a stream gauge in here, not because I want to use the stream gauge for any purpose. I'll put one here. I'll put one here. I'm just holding control and clicking it. Instant builds them. All I want to do is I want to find out. We could have built those, but not in time. I want to find out how quickly this turns into Badwater. So let's have that one highlighted, and we'll just see how quickly the contamination kicks in. It should pretty much fly over to here. I think this corner is probably the lowest one to go, but it'll be about the same. So okay. Here we go. Here we go. We have a 21-day bad tide. Okay. The contamination. Oh, wow, that's quick. So midday's about 3 hours in. And it's roughly 40%. Okay. It's slowed down. It's actually slowed down. So that's not a terrible thing. What about this one? Oh, zero contamination. Okay. Okay, it's not. I expected it to just be completely 100% contaminated within like the first day. But no, we're okay. We're okay, so we get a little bit of extra water. Not that it matters. We get like an extra maybe day or two or something of pumping. So who knows? Who knows? But that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, I think this is going to probably take about a day. Bit 12 hours in a minute, and it's going to be about 60%. So yeah, probably 16 hours or so, probably to get 100% contamination from that corner. The other corner will be starting very soon. I don't know when these pumps are going to stop working. Well, they stop working because this is full. So maybe you stop working. Oh, some of them are running again. Oh yeah, because this side is full. That's why. Okay, so 16 hours, 17 hours. So we do trap a bit of good water in here, so that'll be a while to do that there. So we get to 100% contamination in about 24 hours. That's what it looks like. At least for that corner there. What about the other side of the lake? Oh, this is ages yet. So it takes a little while. We get a couple of days out of it as well. So that's interesting to know. That's fine. Beavers reach 54 happiness. Yay! That's because they have more time to play. So yeah. Look, the scratcher is up. Oh, I need more scratchers. That's something we should do. We could do that. Wherever I put the scratchers in, put the scratchers in here. We could absolutely double, triple the amount of scratches we have in, because that's kind of a little bit of not dead space, but it's you know, we don't want beavers in a horror game. It's just space we're not using, so that's fine. The clock is the other one that I've not done anything of. I didn't realize the clock actually has a bonus thing, so we need to do this, and it needs to be well, if I could put it there, that would work. I think there on each and every place would give, because it gives, it's a 5x5 what was no space, it's no, it's 7x7, so I just need one on each. The problem is I can't do it over here because there's no space to put it over here. We could put it in front, but then I can't put it in front of that one. Might not work here. No. I tell you. Needs to be the same sort of place as the yeah, it's the same choice as the statue. It needs to be in the same sort of place as the statue. I'm not sure. I mean, we can do it there, but we can't do it here. This is full along here. So I don't really know how. Unless I put it up the top, up here, on top of these ones, and just go bump. There you go. So where the buffs is, we put a clock in up here. I want to put it over the houses. I've explained this before several times. I put it over the houses because beavers always return to the houses. So, you know they're going to get the bonus. Right, we'll put it here. Put it next to the, put it there, we can get the plaza as well. Not that the plaza really matters, but we'll put it there. Yes. And we'll put one there, one there, one there. Yeah. And one there. So that gets all that side. And this side, we're going to have to put it possibly back here somewhere. It's going to have to go here, possibly. So let's put it on top of that building there. So there, nope, there. Oh, yeah, there. That one, that one. Oh, this one's different. This one is different. I can't put it there. You can go on the end. You can go there. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, that one's got a different top to it. Aha, so is this one. So we put it... Oh, hold on. No, I can't put it on the end. Oh, yes, I can. Yes, I can. I want to put it close to the water, so I'll put it there. Okay, then we get the clock, and then that should cover all the houses. It does cover all the houses, and we'll rotate it 90 degrees. So that one and that one. And then we come down here, and we want to put this one here. That gets all three of those houses. That will get all three of those houses. That will get all three of those houses. And that will get all three of those houses. And there we go. Okay. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Right. Okay. You've all completely stopped now, which makes sense. 55. Yay. Okay. So, this is the setup we're going to have. This is how things are going to go. We are 100% contamination. Right. I can remove these. I'm going to delete the rubble as well so we don't get any freebies from it. 56. 56 happiness. Might be because of the back scratchers. Yeah. I'm not sure why our treated planks. Treated planks still ain't coming in because yeah, we're getting there. The logs are, they're not full yet, but we are kind of getting there with them. I may tempted to not chop down any more trees. If that makes sense. Not to not chop down trees. To say, hey, would you like leave some trees alone? Hey, lumberjacks, leave those trees alone. Just so these guys can actually have somewhere to plant. But we need wood. We need wood, and wood fills up, and then this comes on. So treated planks are becoming a problem, but that's okay. We will get there in the end. The clocks don't require treated. Nope. The clocks will be built. Awesome. Okay. That means we'll get the happiness bonus from the clocks as well. Okay. Okay. So, here is the big question. So these have now stopped because the bad tide's in there, which means these are running and our power system can actually charge. So, and it's being drained during like the 5 or for 10-day wet season, and then charged for 20 days. So this should be able to recharge. It didn't run out. We didn't actually run out of battery power. So I didn't see anything with any symbols up saying we run out of battery power. So battery power has been good and has run us, has survived us. So supplied us, not survived us, supplied us. So now this will fill up here and we will have more. I don't want to get more because we have more. So let's blow up some of these here, shall we? Pop, 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 pop. And then we'll put in a load of extras along here. That. And we do want to extend this and change things up there, but maybe we don't need to. Maybe we don't need to. I don't know. We just need to kind of wait for time to pass by and see how we go. Let me go, and I've closed the page. I closed the page with the comments on it. Hold on. Right, okie dokie. So what have we got here? Hassan mentioned about the Badwater evaporates slower in the water. I'm not sure. I think it does. I think Badwater evaporates slower. This is taking ages to get rid of. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that Badwater evaporates much slower than good water. We'd have to do a test of that, as well as the edge system there, because you're also talking about the if we build a second water system over here. Oh, it's the wrong page. We don't need 12 pumps instead of the 24. We've got 22. We want 24 for this, but we need 12 pumps on this side and 12 pumps on that side, which yes, we would do. We would only need to flip it around and do, which would ease things up. It would mean this will take longer to fill, which could be a potential problem. But if we flip them and have them both on the same district, they'll be sharing water anyway. So we still get the same amount of water in, possibly more water in, because we'd have extra pumps. But then we'd be drinking more pumps. But a pump, excuse me, a pump pumps at 3 water an hour, and the beaver drinks 3 water a day. So one pump, even running at 12 hours, can supply 12 beavers. So yeah, that's the simple thing. So we've got 516 beavers. Let's do 516 divided by 12. We need 43 pumps in order to supply water to our beavers at all times. If we had 42 pumps, the water supply would start going down. So having 50 pumps is fine. We'd have to then get another 50 pumps over here, which would be fine, and then we'd possibly double our population. But that would be okay because we'd still have excess water coming in and excess water storage and all that sort of stuff. So it won't be a problem at all. Also mentioned about if we put in a second reservoir over here, and then had like the Badwater tank and then a good tank in the middle and a good tank, having it slightly smaller. I kind of want them to all be the same size, just so we know if one tank takes this long to fill up, we know the other ones take the same time to fill up. I know there's variables because we're pumping water out the M1, so you know, it takes 3 days to fill or 2 days to fill. It's not quite right because we're pumping water out of it, but it gives us a nice, if this one takes this long to fill, we know the other ones take the same. So if we figure it out and then go, oh, it's going to take 15 days to fill all 3 tanks, that's not 3 reservoirs. That's not going to work because we don't get 15-day wet season. So yeah. Also, if I was going to shrink it down, I would actually then do what people suggested before and move this over by 2 to here and have this pump just plug in the end there and zigzag, and then probably do the same on this side. Well, it would be the other side of that, and then yeah, have the water system. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I'd figure the water system out. I'm really not sure how we'd figure that one out yet. I'd have to run it all off a central point, like they'd all have to be in this central area. Yeah, instead of going down the end and coming out here is what I mean. It would have to come off of this edge into this reservoir and off of this edge into this reservoir, and then we move to where we want to go to. Because if we run it to the end here and then we build a second one over here and come at this end here, it's not going to be a 180-degree flip of this one, or rotation of this one. It's going to be a flip, which is I mean, we could no, couldn't flip it. That wouldn't work either. No, we need more space. No, ignore that. Let's see if we do that. I don't know. Maybe this is working. Maybe this is going to work. If we end up with it's only a 21-day drought, but if we can get down to well, let's see how long this takes to drain. Basically, let's see how long this takes to drain. We are basically halfway there, and we've had 6 days. Yeah, 6 days. We're basically halfway there. Well, obviously we've taken a little bit less out because we've only got the pumps running for 12 hours. That's fine. I'm not sure how our food's doing. The mangrove's doing terribly. I think mangroves are kind of like kohlrabi, but I think the biggest issue with mangroves at the moment is that because no beavers have mangroves, or have not had mangroves, that they're eating them a lot. So they're like, what food can I get? I haven't had mangroves in for ages. I will have them. So they keep eating them quickly, and until we sate every single beaver with the mangrove fruits, they're just going to be eaten instantly. And then once they're all sated, then they'll be like, oh, I want to get a different food today. And so that mangrove, instead of being eaten, goes into storage and works. So maybe this field is good enough. 2 of these is good enough. Maybe 1 was good enough. I don't know. If I was planting them from the start of the game, maybe 1 was good enough. I don't know, but we'll see. Since planting them from the start of the game is very difficult. Sort of. Mangroves are one of them ones that I ignore a little bit, and realistically, it is an early game. It is useful for early game because you can do 2 things with it. A little bit of micromanagement. If you plant it in a big area of water, like you have a river, and you just put mangroves in there, obviously with bad tides it's a bit different. You have to manage it a bit more, but when you get a dry season and the riverbed dries out and the mangroves die off, you can harvest them for food, for wood. So you just send your loggers in there, you chop them all down, and then when the wet season comes along, your harvesters, I'm tripping over my words, sorry, your foresters replant them, and then whilst the wet season's going, you get the mangroves from them, and then when the dry season comes along and they dry out again, you chop them down for wood. So yeah, on hard mode it's not quite so easy as that because the wet season's not long enough for it to work that way because they take too long to grow. They take 10 days to grow, and that's the whole wet season. So, but on normal mode you can easily get 20-day wet season. So yeah, okay, is our wood full yet? I think our wood is full, which means these trees should not be chopped down anymore, which is awesome, which means we can get some pine resin going, and then we can get a mass storage of pine resin. That's what we want to do. Storage. I do want to kind of get rid of some of these here because we might need some more motivatoriums. Yes. Wind tunnels and mud baths and scratches are not doing very well. Swimming pool's doing great, but the others are not doing very well. I think just because there's too many beavers and not enough entertainment. But we'll get there. We get more motivatoriums put in over here, I think, but we'll wait for a surplus of pine resin to come in first before we change anything over here at all. And I could always make like a strip at the back just for pine resin and then change all this to be oak, which is much better than pine. So we could do that. We could get rid of, I think we will, when we change the motivatoriums, we'll get rid of all the trees, we'll chop down all the trees apart from a strip at the back. We'll leave a strip like along here we won't chop down. Let's do that now. Just do that now. Don't chop down any of those. Okay? Don't chop down any of those. Don't. And then, do you know what? Don't plant any of those. Okay. And then we'll do motivatoriums here. I think we can get another, which is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll have a strip on the end of something, I don't know. So we can do motivatoriums there. And then we'll change the center to all be oak instead, which takes longer to grow but gives you twice as many wood as the pines do. The pines give you 2 wood in 7 days. Sorry, they give you 2 wood in 12 days. So you know that's but the oak gives you 8 wood in 30 days. So the ratio is much higher. It's like 2.7 something, I think, for oak. And it's only like, it's less than 1, I think, for, sorry. It's 0.2 for the, 0.27 for the oak, and it's 0.06 or something for the logs. I can't remember the exact numbers, but oak is a longer investment, but does give you much more wood. Much more wood. So if you have storage, like we could increase the storage. and building a wonderful tower into the sky, which I know full well at least one person watching doesn't like. So, but I do like industrial towers. They have a point. So, building up in the sky, or I could blow down and go down as well. Which actually no, because it's flooded here, so we couldn't go. We couldn't go down. We couldn't go down. We kind of could. We could seal the end off. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Wood is wood. Wood is good. The only reason we use massive amounts of it is when we build a big thing, which we may not do, may do. I don't know. I'm talking a lot just to try and get this done here, and it's not doing it. I'm watching paint dry, and the water is gone. And very interestingly, there was bad water left in the bottom of here, which I remember we pumped in straight away, and of course we wouldn't have pumped out at all because none of our pumps pump bad water out. Not even these ones. These ones I did set as well. But it means that bad water we pumped in to start with was there for the entire length of that whole thing. So for 20 days it was in there. It's fine. We have 10 days left. Now our water supply is good for 30 days, so we haven't got any worry about that. The big test whether the system works is, can we now these last 10 days here, our batteries are charging very well. We're up to 57. Awesome. We will charge up here. What's missing? 56. So we've still got some issues with our things here, but that's fine. I'm not really going for the happiness this time around. We got no campfires or terraces as well. I've got any of those. I haven't got any space for those, so not really fussed about that. I just kind of you know, when you play hard mode, it's more trying to get survival and get it all working. And this was the last part, because I wanted this to work without any mods, and I feel like it is. I feel like it is working. So the test is we go 10 days with the bad tide, and we use up our supply of water to see how it goes here, and then a wet season comes along, and this changes and starts filling, and then can we go a couple of cycles of wet season, bad water, wet water, good bad, or dry season, like, can we go a couple of cycles and just still be alive? Basically, that's the thing. That's what we want to do here. That's what we want to do here. So I think I'm kind of at that point where I am satisfied that the game, just so happens to every time autosave when I'm clicking a button. How do you know? But I think I am satisfied that the game is at a point now, providing this works, where I'm good. I'm not fussed about the 100% happiness. I'm not fussed. The last hurdle that I was interested in was doing this without automation. So we have no automation. We could get rid of these floodgates. We don't need them at all. We get rid of these floodgates and just refill this with levees on the end. So that's fine. We could do that, and it would be fine. And the system is automatic, and it all works. And everything is wonderful. And we have surplus beavers, which is fine. We're on 12-hour work days, and our food isn't dropping, so that's fine. Mangroves are still doing bad, but I don't think these have gone through. Are they just kind of going through a cycle now? It may just be we need more gatherers. I'm not sure, but yeah. I feel as if everything is good, and I feel as if it's kind of there is so much more we could do. There's all this stuff down here we could do. There's something like that, but a lot of this is going to be put in the dirt or put in the explosives or clear out some scrap or something, and wait for it to happen, and then put in more dirt and then put in more explosives and then wait for it to happen. And there's no any decision I make over here is not going to kill our beavers over here, with the exception of putting in more beavers without setting the food up and stuff. But we won't do that. I don't need to build the centre channel until basically right at the end. We'll terraform the whole world, get everything all put into place and all sorted out, and then the only thing that might cause us a problem is when we try and build a second reservoir over here to try and balance things and stuff. That's it. But we don't need to do that. We could leave it as it is, and get everything sorted over here, ready to go, and then work on that without any danger of killing our beavers off, because we haven't got to worry about it. So yeah, I feel like we're almost done. I'm gonna let it run I'm gonna let it run. We're gonna see what happens with all this going on here, and there will be one more episode. There'll be one more episode, and it will probably be a very short one of just being like, yeah, it works. Or I might tack it onto the end of this episode. I might do that. I might just leave it running. In fact, do you know what? I might leave it running for the next couple of hours whilst I'm not even here, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So, in that case, we shall be right back again for you, and for me, it's going to be about 8 hours. So, let us both see in a moment whether our beavers are still alive. Okay, we are back, and it has been about 7.5 hours. I've left the game run. Loads of beavers just died of old age. Oof. Our water supply is low. Water supply is low, but not dead. I did actually come back and check on it in between. I managed to get back and do a little bit of check on it. I did swap over the oak here and didn't do anything over here because I was going to do that halfway through and didn't. Yeah, but basically, we're good. We are good, with one sort of caveat. Our water is very low because if we have 16-hour days, it's fine. We can pump enough water and everything is fantastic and our happiness goes down. If we have 12-hour days, we don't pump enough water. Well, we do pump enough water. It's a little bit of a strange one. When I just came back a moment ago, this drought had just started. Just literally started, and we had like 30 water in here, and I was really confused because I came back, I was like, oh, water's really low. Pause the game. Over here, both these were completely full, and this had just stopped because it literally had just been, it was the morning, and I was like, why are we out of water? That's really strange. So I unpaused the game and I watched it again, and they started pumping. So I don't know whether it's just because I'd gone AFK that something had happened, they stopped pumping, but when I checked halfway through, we were fine for water. We were still full. I think when we checked, we was on like, we wasn't full, but we was sort of 26,000-ish water. So I know it works fine. And if you go up to 16 hours, the water definitely fills and caps up. And if you go down to 12 hours, it still fills. I think if you have a couple of bad tides in succession, it drops down. But our population is still really, really good. We're floating around the between 530 and 550 beavers, which is about right for the happiness level going on here. So we're good. You see all the water tanks are empty at the moment, but that's fine because we're pumping the water out of here. It was just very confusing that when I came back, none of the tanks were full. Both these reservoirs were completely full. So it's like, did you not pump any water for a while? I don't understand it. But since I've unpaused it, it has carried on. So, but I'm happy with this. I think we're good. I think we're good. Maybe I just need to go up to 14-hour days, and get a balance between the two, and maybe the well-being will drop a little bit. We still don't have anywhere near the right things here, the referentoriums and stuff. We could build more of those. Yeah, I don't really feel like we're to get to the maximum happiness that there is. That's interesting. This is incorrect. This is incorrect, which means this is incorrect, possibly. 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Nah. Okay. Yes, we are good. We're full on this here. The mangroves are full as well. Mangroves full. 100% mangrove. We're good. We're good for mangroves. So that just took some time. So we're building most ventoriums and we get that up a little tiny bit going on there. But as you can see, we just need to put more scratches in. We just need to get more exercise plazas in, more wind tunnels, and just building them. I mean, it's not difficult. We could flatten this and just build more entertainment over here, and we're done. You know, it's I am personally done with this. I could do more episodes. We could do more episodes. We could go and build over here, but a lot of this would be place the dirt. I've said this before. I think I've said this in this episode as well, but it's been hours for me. So, but place the dirt, wait for it to build. Place the explosives, blow it up. Place the dirt, wait for it to build. It's not entertaining. It's not entertaining. It's just literally, hey, pause recording, let it do the thing, unpause recording. Nah. So I think we will bring this series to a close here. I'm going to try something a little bit different for the next series. and we're going to go with the greedy builders that we've got unlocked here. But these are a modded faction. We're gonna go with this here, and we're going to try and build a place that isn't necessarily terribly efficient, but it's going to be pretty. That's the idea. I'd like to build something that looks good. Like, I'm going to play on a really easy map on normal difficulty, and we're just going to do something that trying to make the stuff look good. So people's got distance to travel to do things, and then when we get to bots, we want to let the bots take over, do all the jobs. So we might have a lower population, but they will live in paradise. Like, everyone will have a house, and like each house will have its own roof and things like that. But there are many mods that can help to do that sort of things, and I'm happy to go mega modded. So what mods do you suggest we use for the new playthrough? Obviously I'm going to have the standard ones, like I've got the rotating sun, I've got the housing optimizer, which we don't really need for that one. Triggers we're going to use a lot of as well for the triggers here. That's going to be fine. So yeah, what other mods do you recommend? What should we play? I'm sure you've got a list of them all. Let me know which ones we do, and we'll see which ones I can cherry pick from them, and we will just basically do it from that. So we shall leave this one here, and we shall come back next time in something brand spanking new. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed this one. I hope to see you again in the next one, and until then, as always, have fun